Major changes to requirements for Australians hoping to head to the US when borders start reopening next month. Political reporter Rob Scott's in Parliament House. Rob, good evening to you. So what will be expected of Australians travelling there?
Well, Michael, under a new order that was signed by President Biden from the 8th of November, it will be mandatory for all travellers into the US, including Australians, to be vaccinated. And they'll need to show proof of a negative test within 3 days of departure. But on the rare occasions unvaccinated travellers are allowed into America, they'll have to test negative within 1 day of departure. Children under the age of 18 and people from about 50 countries where there's a shortage of vaccines will be exempt from the new rules, but they must still test negative within 3 days of flying. Now, airlines will be required to enforce these new procedures. Those that don't could be slapped with $46,000 fines per violation. The new rules effectively lifts a 19-month travel ban on people coming from dozens and dozens of countries, including China, the UK and most of Europe.
Now, Rob, many Australians might not know this, but AstraZeneca isn't formally approved by the US regulators, but they're saying it's okay for visitors to come in if they've had it. Is that right?
Yeah, it's surprising, isn't it, really? Despite it being used widely in Australia, Canada, the UK and several other countries across the world, AstraZeneca is not approved for use in America. But those who have had the jab will still be considered fully vaccinated for the purposes of gaining entry into the US, as will those who've taken a mix and match approach, as long as both vaccines have an emergency use listing with the World Health Organization.